of the Stanford Cardinal. Now let's go to Escobedo, who is the #1 seed, who finished 4th last year. Angel Escobedo out of Indiana taking on Precin, and Precin comes out of Northwestern. 5 seconds left in this match, tied at 1.
Precin has lost twice to Escobedo during the season, 10-3 and 3-1 in sudden victory. So that was their last match that they had. This one's seeming to mirror it exactly.
That last 5 seconds we saw was the first sudden victory period. Now they'll go to 2 30-second periods. And let's get to Quinn Kessling for an update on this match.
Dave, you're exactly right. That's what I was going to echo. This is the first 30-second overtime period. That's all I wanted to say, but you got it right.
Important, really, if you are on top here, to ride your opponent out for this 30-second period.
The 2 30 seconds, both will happen. It's like a mini match. Even if you get away, you keep wrestling. Riding time is kept, but it will not count at the end of these 2 30-second periods. If it's still tied, we'll repeat the whole process.
So no escape, and it stays tied at 1.
Precin from Northwestern, he's strong and he's a control wrestler, and he tries to force his style on you, and he has on Escobedo there, because Escobedo has had a tremendous year. He's good in every position, but right now Precin has kept it close and his style has prevailed.
You can see the singlet colors are obviously different. Red and black makes it much easier for you to identify. So now it's up to Escobedo to ride out Precin for this 30 seconds.
That was a good return to the mat. It seemed Precin had good hip pressure going to break the grip.
The #1 seed in overtime.
And this is good for Escobedo there. He got him back down again.
Escobedo trying to keep that #1 seed on his way to trying to beat the #2 seed, Jason Ness from Minnesota, who has already won this morning.
So now, guys, another sudden victory, 1 minute period.
We'll repeat the whole process. First points here win.
Determination.
And here the coach is yelling out determination. Quarterfinal action.
Escobedo was not #1 going into the Big Ten championships, but he got that #1 ranking by beating who everybody thought was the predominant wrestler, Jason Ness from Minnesota. And he's an All-American from last year, 4th in the NCAAs, trying to win it for the first time as a sophomore.
By the way, Ness did win in his quarterfinal match over Nicholson. So Ness advances to the semifinals tonight.
Precin doing a nice job of controlling the mat. He is keeping his back to the center. Escobedo now actually standing out of bounds.
They'll come back to the center with 10 seconds remaining in this sudden victory period.
That was some nice motion by Escobedo, but unable to launch an effective attack.
Well, here we go again.
This is where riding time comes into place. The second 2 30-second overtime periods, tiebreakers. And so if they get away and score, they keep wrestling.
Right.
And if one has more riding time than the other, there is declared the winner. But if they both ride each other out, they go to the next 1 minute sudden victory.
And it will repeat until someone gains separation and scores.
At what point, fellas, does fatigue become a factor in overtime?
I think it's already there.
I mean,
And now Escobedo is hurt.
Yep, and they're saying 1 escape, but not 2 takedown, and it looks like. And it's Tim Szewski, the head coach there on the right in the black shirt there.
Well, it happened as he escaped. Oh, we see great hand control by Precin. There he reaches down, tries to hang on to the
It's right
ankle.
there, and it's right there. It might be a shoulder. He came down on his shoulder. It's in the arm, but I think Coach Szewski's not right. I don't blame him for arguing, but it happened as they escaped, so therefore it's 1 escape, and the match is stopped right now. Injury time right now is running down. They've got a minute and a half, and if he can't go when it comes down, there's 45 seconds left, he'll have to say it's over, and the Northwestern wrestler Precin will be declared the winner because there was nothing illegal about the move. He just got hurt.
An escape.
Top seed Angel Escobedo of Indiana right now literally hurting and trailing with Precin. We know this right now. It's 2-1. This is the 32nd period, and here is the escape by Precin.
Good hand control, and you know what? You could see his shoulder pop out, I think, and it was just one of those freak things as he came down.
And they want the reversal here. Didn't get it. Got the 1 point for the escape.
Yeah, what they wanted was they got an escape, and then he came around for the takedown.
Right.
And they're not going to give that takedown because they blew the whistle, but it's over. I don't think. He's not going to be able to go on.
I don't think he can go anymore.
Yep, he says he's going. He says, hey, this is the NCAA.
I see 2 on the scoreboard with Precin ahead.
Yep, so, yeah, because that's the escape. And so right now he's got to score here. Or he doesn't have to score because there's another 30-second time.
But he'll have to escape, and then riding time, as you mentioned before, Tim, could be a factor.
That's right.
So really, with 16 seconds of riding time, now Escobedo not only needs to escape, but he needs to do it in a hurry.
And if he gets out before 16 seconds and can hold off, it would be his win.
I don't know how he can do it with his shoulder out.
16 seconds. 16 ready. 16 ready.
Coach Sezessi saying, hey, you stay after him, and obviously we know what he's talking about.
Let's go down to Quinn Kesnick on the mat.
Dave, real quick, they accidentally erased the riding time from the clock, and we're back wrestling now after fixing that mistake.
You can do it!
Precin in the driver's seat here. Even if Escobedo gets away, he's got riding time. Escobedo's got riding time.
Move! You can do it! You're gonna win! Come on!
He has 7 seconds of riding time. That could be the difference here in the second overtime. He just has to avoid a takedown, Precin. He does. And Escobedo, with the injured shoulder, cannot advance. Escobedo, the top seed, out here in the quarterfinals.
No, it's back to this.
That's the Escobedo one. He had riding time.
Yeah.
Escobedo.
It almost looked like they were going to wrestle again. I don't know what was going on there.
No, Escobedo had the riding time.
Yeah.
Jeff, you had it right there in that you were explaining that he had riding time because he got out before the 16 seconds.
Okay.
And he's the winner. Escobedo, #1 ranker.